Oh, they've done their homework. They know what Astralis Talent are going to do right here. 3 players holding. supra still gets overwhelmed by Altekz. They're going to actually find TENZKI as well. TENZKI is up for 2 kills, trying to make it a third. mertz and mirbit come up to support their man. Altekz does find his trade, but mirbit responds with 2 kills of his own right. And what's he got in store for TENZKI and co? 2 nades, and they find that opening kill. Well done from Nordavind.
Holding this angle at the right time, because if he pushes forward, he could get in behind them all.
Right here, the first step as well with AWP, but no, peeking in the off angle from Void. Round, if you will. They save their weapons, they can go back in with a decent buy. AWP especially for mertz.
Yeah, just hold on to the weapons, allow Altekz.
Another way for Astralis Talent to start, considering the dire force buys and pistols that they just had. Forward in the MP9 waits back. supra so ready for a point blank contact. Swings back, but not ready for the second player. Altekz gets that kill. TENZKI can respond. Spoke back, spray through on a second man. Catches Vesta as well. So it's going to be a 2-for-1 trade that favors Nordavind. Nades coming close, still don't find TENZKI. Molotov's back as he's hauled back into the corner. The flashbang will keep him blind. It'll be a louder chance to reload. Sees Gnøffe's head, but doesn't get a kill against him. mirbit gets given a chance of his own right. mertz responds with his own AWP. And TENZKI finally gets his triple in sleeve. Vigo is the only player left here for the T side. mertz straight in with the ore. Ooh, not quite landing the shot on Altekz. Shoulder baiting with a flashbang.
A rotation coming through for Nordavind, bringing another couple of players up towards the A side, and this might be the right read. HS then gets swung on upon from Vigo. mirbit needs to find a bit of a way back in, but now the T's are looking like they want to line up.
Aggressive extension. Bomb plant can be attempted. Nade will go to the other side. Nade's return from the T side that does major damage to supra. That's going to be a save for the AK. Case of timing for the AK itself. mirbit may see the gun barrel. He has now. Gets the frag in for it, so there is one good trade. Also grab the AK start. TENZKI and supra trying to adjust for it. The next 2 players are inbound, but Vesta gets an all-important kill, and supra's left alone to deal with everything. Bomb plant might be secured from here.
supra can't really do anything. He's just got to try and wait for help, wait for assistance to come through in rotations, try and just get a pick-off swing together, but they can't quite find it. Another couple of kills stuck going the way of the T side, and he won't get it.
Oh, Altekz thinking of... Okay, no, okay. He sees him running. He's like, yeah, I just got to get the headshot in the end. You can see he wanted it, though. Like, he was like, oh, mate, I need this. I need to stab someone. And, well, didn't quite work out for them. Nordavind. And let this one go back. Molotov's flashes over. AWP watching. Connects on the shot towards the first. Looks back around. Turns the 180 towards the stairs area, hoping to catch plays the birthday party. Puts back to the site itself as Vesta gets HS. So he plays distraction, gets out of dodge. Will secure the bomb plant here for the T side. I say that, and mertz is still looking for shots through smoke.
Yeah, got close to it, but really they've got to deal with this lurker play before they can focus in on towards the site. And at least that's the kill that gets him there.
mertz's AWP so close, burst through from his teammate. Going to try to see if he can find Gnøffe. AWP the AWP back, and actually one out by the CT side. Eventually, Boy turns on for that kill. Can't quite catch mertz. supra will be dealt with back over at dumpsters, and a man advantage hits back to the favour of Astralis Talent. mertz needs to land these shots soon. It's not going to happen for him. mirbit all alone. Does find the first player and the second. No idea about the third man, unfortunately. And Gnøffe will just catch off the kill.
And try and get themselves going on CT. mertz looking up towards a bit of a boost position to come through out from the party area. TENZKI even finding that first pick out towards Shorewater instead.
To glory or to decimation. Flash in, sees the one player, has to get out of dodge. He's way too far out in the open, and Void swings back to get the trade together. 4-on-4, and the AWP of the TT side is not nearly as successful this time. They're going to make their way up from mid and look towards the A play. If mertz gets overwhelmed, it's a free bomb plant, and indeed the kill comes in. mirbit can respond to a 3v3 though.
Yeah, he needs help, and he needs it now. His teammates are still on rotation. Somehow he's still alive out towards his smoke behind the truck position. Bomb not yet planted, but Void's got the shot off.
And Vigo's going to catch TENZKI as well, leaving it all on supra, who was on rotate. Now in a 1 versus 3, he wants to think about saving the M4 and the Kevlar, which looks to be exactly what he'll do. Astralis Talent, despite losing that.
And mertz, a player that, you know, I'll sing about all day in terms of consistency. I think he's a great AWPer for this team, and he always ended
behind that smoke. He'll be able to wait for a moment, try and find a close quarters position. One player also in the bathrooms, no one making their way out from long, and actually mertz does find the kill on Altekz, so he kicks things off appropriately in this round. The AK still fighting, blind spraying through the smoke. Does see one player take the tag back, a re-smoke down from the T side. They're suppressed at the entrance as mertz catches off another good kill. They're in the bathrooms. Frag found. 3 left standing. Void finally chimes in. The SMG of HS is able to respond, and now it's down to 1 and Gnøffe. 4 HP, 4 in 1, but it's all they need to secure the kill, and that's exactly what they'll do. What a fantastic eco. Start to clear, so he falls back off and takes the ball in the grounded position. The 2 rifles start peeking on TENZKI and Supra, and TENZKI gets...
They're in the perfect position to deal with this. Another resmoke towards Monster.
mirbit ready, and Altekz actually burns TENZKI alive. Don't know how that happened. Vigo will trade back on mirbit. The AUG still back here. Oh, that spray transfer is brilliant. Can he get the triple? Yes, he can. Doesn't fall just yet. mertz thinking about here, but steps. Oh, quick scope allows Altekz a kill in, and now a double ops held here by Astralis Talent.
Supra might have to be on for another one of these multi-frag rounds. Shadow being seen, but Quad can't find the angle. 2 players out here towards the B-side to try and bring it back.
M4. Actually, not even needed. AUG and mirbit gets involved, gets 2 picks out on short and Monster, and now TENZKI to adjust his own spray transfer. Doesn't go so far as the first kill. Vigo actually trades him and his teammate in the back lines, and the AWP of Altekz doesn't need a scope.
Jump spot comes out. That's great info gathering coming through for the CTs, but they've got to try and force him out to the open. They peeked with the incendiary, and now they've got a couple of kills.
And nade kills on Vigo and Void. Vesta so close towards it. They're trying to grab those rifles, and mirbit adjusts against the second man. So the double up setup now back in the hands of Nordavind, and Gnøffe here with Altekz. All sorts of work that needs to be done for these 2 players in a 2 versus 5 clutch scenario. The bomb's been dropped, and now for Gnøffe, it's impossible.
Yeah, this isn't going to happen, is it? Maybe if he had the bomb on his back, you could give him some sort of chance at the clutch, but he's got to try and fight out towards Monster onto Supra. Does at least find the first, not quite the second. Another tied-up scoreline coming through at 7-7. Ooh, footstep though. Oh, they'll know. They'll know this player's in COD.
And the 2 kills for mertz on a P250. Supra comes up back from the underpass control, gets Vesta, and now suddenly it's 2 players left. Void is one of them. Gnøffe trying to peek in and find some sort of advantage back on mertz. Can't quite land the kill. Eventually comes up with the damage sustained, but HS there with the trade, and Void's got no chance of this.
Yeah, 1 versus 4, only on 19 points of health. Might just try and see if he can do a little bit of extra damage, but there should be no right in which he finds anything. Nice tap coming through towards HS. Another peek out from TENZKI, and that...
Smokes up, body blocks. Try to see if they can stop them from making their way in. Void can't land anything. Vesta gets overwhelmed as a result. The Mac 10 actually sails right past the scout player, allows Vigo a chance to get a kill in alongside Altekz as well. 3v3 situation. They still got players close. Vigo's getting more pitch back past his smoke. Mac 10 struggles to get his kill, and Astralis Talent suddenly in an advantageous position. Finally, Altekz falls. That bomb is in the open, and TENZKI's such low HP. Mac 10's got to find the quick kills back. 1 player being particularly low on the CT side. Gnøffe sprayed up, and now back to a 1 versus 1. 11 HP versus 1, and Vigo is the man. Issue towards the short control, expecting T-side players to already be up there now. They'll go for the boost, and he could get caught off guard for it, looking the wrong way at the wrong time. That's Astralis Talent.
Leaving Vesta completely alone. They know exactly where he is. Are they going to swing together? Flash over the top. This should be an easy kill. Still gets the 1-on-1.
Good reactions there from Vesta. And the AWP picks through the smoke. Void. That might come back to aid them here. Nordavind. The money's very, very... First in, TENZKI jumps. Oh, what a shot! Oh my god! He's still on 80. I don't know how he got away with that so cleanly.
Yeah, that was class to come through from TENZKI, and now a follow-up kill coming through from Supra. This is more like it for Nordavind. They could just commit out towards a B site. Instead, they're still running down the clock. They've got to get this bomb down.
Well, it's out of Monster, so it's kind of got to go through Monster. 2 players on site, AK and M4. AK watches the short presence, gets that 1 kill. Vesta lines up 2 more. AWP can find a response frag to a 2 versus 2, but as you mentioned, the bomb's got to go down real quick. Rotations on the way for the next CT to face. mertz gets that pick in, but they've left it back over at the T ramp. 5 seconds, got to go down right on default. I think he's just got it. Void coming up for the retake now. That got way too close.
He's going to force HS into the open. He's got to connect the enemy P, though. He knows the HS is there. Can he find the angle? That's the first kill, and now it's down to mertz. Smoke going down on tap the bomb to draw him into the open. What's going on? Nice, and now coming up for both his teams. And a no-scope from mertz. What am I watching? Rotating quite a few players over from the city side, but it might already be too late.
Now smack back, look at Vigo, spray through on one, can't get the second player, HS with a Mac 10, turned around by Boys AWP, can't focus on mirbit, who doubles up instead to a 3v2 scenario. Altekz in the midst of back, just fall to the deagle for a 3k.
Pounding on the kills, Vesta might be able to find a bit of a way into this. They start lining up. Oh, I thought it was going to be.
Now Orpa Void tries to look down into T-Con, sees nothing of the T's as of right now. mertz instead catches Altekz on the cross.
Yeah, that aggression.
Enough. Back turns again, check this cubby corner. Oh, TENZKI caught snoozing. It's a bit much on mertz though. Supra tag to 64, Gnøffe. The M4 waiting back in the cubby corner. Vigo does catch his kill in the end. Spray back a mirbit. Gnøffe gets his wallbang spray straight towards mirbit's part of things. On a 3-on-2 situation, the bomb does go down. Supra gets swung upon, and 2 kills come in simultaneously here. 3 standing for Astralis, 12 up to the board in the end.
What a crossfire being set from the 2 anchors. Like, they don't hold it aggressively. Instead, they wait for the sort of fight to come to them. It's risky because he's got no support. Resmoke going down. Might be able to spot off the Prowls player. At least see 2 players, but lose the fight. Went out and sell a fake. But even selling the fake, he can't do so. He's got no util.
Supra lands the headshot on Vigo, and that might just start the execution outright rather than going for fakes out to 4 versus 4. Altekz gets his trade back to a man advantage for the CT side, looking to double up, and that's exactly what he does against the likes of mirbit, mertz, and HS. 2v4, just out of his field of vision. Flashes going over, here they come. mertz swings on one, takes the kill, looks back upstairs, takes the kill on Vesta, tries to transfer that spray and does connect the kill, but Void takes it right back under his control with the AWP out. And gonna get the defuse for the round for Astralis to equalize again.
Oh, it gets so close, so down to the wire.
They come in regardless here. Flash is going over. Gnøffe's going to get caught by it. Blind sprays looking completely the wrong way. No one's accounting for him. Okay, they get that kill in the end as they make their way straight out. Burst back at the SMG. Vigo first round the Hester. Still can't find this player. He's going to get away with 2 kills. Why are they letting Astralis get away with so much? Vesta all alone, looking up ahead above the smoke. Takes that 1 frag. Dinks down mertz to 16 points of health. And a 1 versus 1, which is so winnable for him. No seconds, and it means that they can just walk straight in. Altekz is going to see what's going on. Not ready the other side. HS is going to be crossfired as a result. Kill found on one of the only rifles they had. Further incendiary, stalling for extra time. 30 seconds remaining as the nades actually force one of those rifles into CT hands. Flashes inbound, mertz trying to work off the short control. mirbit caught lurking over on the A site, does get picked apart further. Utility thrown over as FURIA continues its spray. Finally overwhelmed. Still Altekz is there on the site. Gets it down to 2 players left for the T side line. The Supra Tech 9 will actually get the kill together. With 10 seconds left, he's got to get the bomb down first and foremost. If Vigo drops him, that's going to be a round done. TENZKI should know it at this stage. 5 seconds. Got to fall back. Got to hold on to the AK. Deny the kill coming in after time. And Vesta wraps around the support. Nade is the first man out. And now the first man party execute the rush tactic in from short. M4 close of Gnøffe. Vigo's also there with support of the AK. Altekz gets involved. Supra, last man standing, dealt with instantly. 16 of 30.
CTs, they've got something in play. Vesta's just going to be the bait, try and draw their attention forward.
There's TENZKI in with the kill on Gnøffe. mertz with the P250, watches and waits to the right and left hand side. Sees shoulders out, gets his headshot in, looks for a little bit more and lands them both. TENZKI also gets involved with his pick in the interim on Vigo, and just like that, the entire A-site defensive has fallen in completely.
Yeah, it seems like they've started coming alive straight as the pistol round comes in. Some cracking shots coming through from mertz. Supra even taking the fight out to library. No one falling. What a util is just forcing the CTs further and further back. Void actually wants to start over-peeking those, slow walking in towards the angle. Catch that player off from HS, and now there's a sandwich play. 2 players out, at least from the brackets position. The trade comes back in.
Now, Altekz and Vigo dealing with those players at long and short. Suddenly 2 left standing as the Mac 10s only from the T side line. TENZKI has got a number of players without a head Kevlar. TENZKI does find Altekz on the side, so the bomb can cross, go back down to the back wall. AK to play with, and M4 can also get picked up on the CT player that dropped on site. TENZKI's going to continue with the Mac 10, however. Again, they're very, very low HP, and there's no head Kevlar for any. Right about now, it seems Vesta leaning forward out of the apartments. Sees one, maybe gets that kill. TENZKI takes the strike back, and a well-timed, well-coordinated effort. Thrown out, did bait in a rotation for a moment there from the long control. Void still looks back with the AWP, not expecting supra to be out there. Gets that pick in. Now after 2 CTs on the side for 15 seconds. Nordavind running this time is so low, the bomb gets dropped. That could be everything. They're going to make their way forward now. Not's going to get caught, Brehze is going to get caught. Altekz still on the side though. Gets the kill on the next man of face. Does not quite get mertz. It doesn't matter though. Vigo's alive, and Nordavind are out of time.
It seemed like there was a lot of dilly-dallying going.
Up in mertz. Oh, good shot, blind on Vigo. SMG at best is still very close though. The note is right there. He's tapping up for doing significant damage, but finally taken out with a headshot by HS. Good efforts there from Astralis Talent to force the issue, but not going to work out well for them. The SMG of Gnøffe now alone. Altekz is on the way back on rotation. Smoke clears, mirbit catches the secondary kill, and it's a 5 versus 2 now for Nordavind. AUG of Altekz tries to strike, doesn't get far.
Yeah, really great response coming through from Nordavind.
Feels like the chances are slim for the Astralis side. Straight up in towards the brackets, controlling this default for Nordavind. They found the opening kill on Gnøffe, and now they can just walk off the log.
Yeah, he's so wide on this angle. Now, the backstabs are coming through. If they get the right timing, they might be able to spot this bomb. HS in towards the site, so damn blind. Now the site gets overwhelmed. CTs are quick on rotation, but they need more numbers.
M4 of Vigo does at least thin out the ranks of the T side. A second opportunity given up by HS to a 2 versus 2 now. But TENZKI still holding in pit, gets the headshot in. It's all left to Vesta to clutch this. The AK standing by, looking back into the back lines. Taps through top of the big box. The nade on does do damage to TENZKI, but minimal amounts. He's still on 68 points of health, and eventually gets his 3K on his swing with 8 for the... Running back passive here in the cross at the CT angle. And they're sweeping with the kill back on Gnøffe. Traded back by Void at least. Flashes as the commitment comes through towards B. Vigo being seen. Sprays through the AK, and now he's waiting back at first box. Got to hold off against them, and he's just overwhelmed with a simple spray. Headshot found to a 4 versus 3. Vesta tagged up to 15. Bomb plant goes down.
You've got to go for this. There's no way you can...
Yeah, I think you're dead on the money at this stage. Like, if you were, you know, 9 to 6 or something like that, or like, well, I mean, that would be the turn of the half. Right out, and TENZKI press on, flashes over. AWP, no! And it's done. Sorry, no 20-0, no 3000, but picks across the entire board. Incendiaries to try and suppress here. 2 versus 4 on Astralis Talent. I've actually locked down at least defensive this time. Trade back a HS is responded to by Gnøffe, and it's all left to mertz in his own clutch scenario. AWP out. Try and fall back in against Vesta. Back's turned towards Vesta though, so he takes his kill, takes his spray, takes the round together for Astralis Talent, their second.
You can see some sort of comeback, but they've got to keep it up and they've got to keep the pace up.
Nordavind right back in with the buy. Of course, their economy game still so strong by winning the 5 rounds in a row that they did, followed up with the 5 rounds prior to it. So, losing that first pick, unfortunately, here towards the mid-control. mertz is blind in the back and still finds Vesta.
But just missing it. And there's even a bit of an angle where supra can walk out from the balcony. Why is mertz re-peeking that? They know that the tower was in there.
Oh, they do find a response frag, and supra finds Gnøffe to return to a 2 versus 2. So
Utility down towards the side. It's just allowing mirbit to get onto B.
Exactly what they'll do. Go to the B side, get the plant in. And they've got to try and retake A on the basis that they don't know. They know that there's a player out there, and they don't know where the B plant could come from. Knifes in, mirbit's extended so far. Smoke back, here's the second man. Doesn't get the headshot for it, so now Supra's chance to really shine is here. Bomb's been planted open for the coffin, so he's actually going to play a bait play. Kit in for Altekz. He'll clear out all angles on the site. Surely you should be able to read the banana's the most likely position, right? Knowing that he was there on the A site earlier. Oh, the whip spray! How did he get away with that? I can't believe that, Altekz. Ultimate clutch, but I'm not sure whether that was thing on long. Flashes in as they make their way up. The AWP not looking on the boost spot though. Gnøffe opens up the round. Well, Vesta tanked up. Now being damaged down. Doesn't force him off position in this round, however, he gets his spray together against the one player. Sprays back to return, eventually get that kill back in, but Vigo has had taken this chance to reposition. Mirbit's front is so open, the swing does not come through. The man has been seen though, he's been tagged as well.
Now, there's still a fair bit of nades though for the CTs to work with. Try swing out towards CT, gives it back to a 3-on-2 now.
Vigo gets flashed out by his own teammate, they turn back towards the CT entrance, and eventually Altekz and Vigo get both of those kills in, looking at the right places at the right times. Getting the round together for Astralis Talent. A 4th to the CT board. Nordavind Well, they are letting some control go back at the end of the half. Still lead by to move up here into this mid control. Altekz getting caught up by TENZKI as the opening frag goes the way of the T-side. They're forced to rotate completely out of position. They catch those players off, doing damage to Gnøffe and Vesta. 8 HP in particular for Gnøffe.
Beautiful spam coming through for the T side, and that just starts spiraling the rotations now. Look at what's happened over on B. No one's there. Big kill comes back in from Vesta out towards the apartments, but they need... If he's got to defend A by himself, he's going to have a really tough time, and this should just be an easy entry to come through for the T side. And there it is. Opening site comes through. Astralis Talent have got to go in for the retake now.
Yeah, 3-man stack. 2 players coming in from Moto. Supra's turned away from Boost. Scene sprayed. Comes up with a kill. Not the secondary player, but it's still 2 left. Now 1 left as Void gets caught off over at short. And Viggo, round 15, does catch off mertz at least. The Incendiary to force that AWP away. Not quite the headshot angle on the crosshair placement for HS, so he'll come up with a kill. And 11-4. Well, you said overpass was a wake-up call for Nordavind. I think that they've just woken up at this stage. mertz in with the pistols, seeing 2-3 players, gets his headshot on towards 1, tags onto the 2nd and the 3rd, but him and the Supra get traded back on the A-side defense. So 3 versus 3. The plant can go down for Astralis.
A little bit greedy there for Nordavind, wasn't it? 5-on-3 advantage, and they keep taking fights. Just play the 2-man advantage, and instead, that's now given up an opportunity for the Danes to get the post plant in, and now the CTs have got to come in for the retake. mirbit's got nades.
Flash smoke and HE. Flash had to go inbound. No, he's going to take face against Void, and with the HE out in his hands, gets domed by the USP. Altekz comes up with the kill. HS now 4 HP as he gets dinked down. Flashbang turned away from. They just swing back to get the kill in the end. Astralis go back in for the rotation for the retake.
Yeah, this is a bit of a position where they might even save. You've got
an investment eco round with a CZ to boot.
Yeah.
Makes sense to me, and well, I respect the decision for Nordavind. Have got a little... CT's quick to Speedway, quick to the retake. They might, yeah, get the frag back onto HS, and now push on with a little bit more. Vesta this time, he's the man caught utility in his hands, and mirbit actually gets 2 frags.
Now, this is going very well for the CTs. Double mollies out towards that conference position. Nordavind look at that, go, yeah, we're not going to push through that one.
A bad idea if they did. Smokes forward, tag up, Void gets caught in it, blind fire, and mertz gets another kill. And now Smoke back, Mac 10 in, but Viggo's gonna get overwhelmed. Altekz with the AK, now in the back of the pillar, gets that 1 frag in. They've got to press quick, they've got no kits, but they still get the pick in time. And they secure an all-important clutch for the CT side. The SMGs, good save call coming in for Nordavind as they get 12 up.
Yeah, what a retake, and it just round to win.
Truly an excellent round. TENZKI and HS going to combine to try and make another good rifle run happen out of this. Nade damage. Look at the HP numbers. Waiting for the execute moment, which seems to be now. Flashes in. Supra with a spray back. Gnøffe overwhelms. mertz gets trading. Altekz trades it right back to a 2 versus 2. But Void being so low is going to be the big concern, I think. Bomb. And get to the site, I think it's going to get towards the back wall, planting relatively open towards the first box. And Void gets caught. It's all on Altekz to clutch this 1-on-2. Did see HS crossing, spray through, doing so much damage. And that Molotov might drive him away, actually. He'll burn. No, he'll make his way through the smoke instead. And now the AK got to focus on the back and front. Sees HS not ready for mirbit to come in from the back lines and secure the 13th round for Nordavind.
Awful moto smoke for that T side, and sometimes that's the difference maker. Just trying to get that kid onto HS, don't waste that investment. But you miss a little piece of utility and it could lose you the round. Because they got moto smokes, they thought that it could have allowed
back 10 on every single individual. Fast rush scenes coming in towards Banana. mertz has found that first pick. HS there to try and support him will get overwhelmed. They've gone right past mertz, but they do catch him off in the end. So that's a 2-for-2 trade. TENZKI caught off, catches Vesta regardless, and Smoke back. Will try and suppress them at this moment. Orb out, Supra. No! TENZKI gets a nade on his own teammate. Smoke on Moto again. Go for the plant back towards the shutter. Oh, that nade sails a little bit too far. It all might depend on where he places his utility. It goes sailing right past Viggo's part. Smokes up. They line up for the spray! And he wins the duel. They get this T-side force out here. The bomb gets dropped as well. CZ up close, lines up one. Altekz actually takes the TK instead. HS is going to let his teammate fall back and start pressing forward as supra gets his own involved with the M4. Altekz and Void coming back. CZ and TENZKI still start swinging. mertz on site with the deagle. Gets one frag and two. Up for the third, but he runs out of ammo at the worst possible moment. Still gets the kill together and still gets the round. Nades up the deagle of Vesta that's come up with the opening kill at least. The SMG falling at the CT side, but trade back on TENZKI is quick. Flashing his way forward as well, hoping for a little bit more out of this. Sees one, sprays through, gets it to 3. Now Altekz falls to 2. With the bomb being dropped, that's round over, that's map over. Nordavind should take 16.
Yeah, there's no way back in here. Finally, a drop coming through from the apartments. They don't hear the sound cue, and it allows Gnøffe to at least find the first. Looking to try and follow up, get the trade frag back in, but not to be 16-7.
Over on the Nordavind side, it seems to be default pistols in Kevlar. A P250 has been dropped towards mertz as TENZKI takes first face. Gnøffe and mertz go back and forth in the trades. Vigo can respond towards one, so it's mid. Find access. Find a pick or two. It's Vigo's the man that's challenging on that player. supra gets involved. HS with a secondary kill. So we're 3 versus 2 now. Astralis Talent losing the man advantage here. Nordavind still pressing the issue. mirbit comes up with his kill on Altekz, and Void is the last man standing. In a 1 versus 3 situation. Does find it, almost finds one player around that corner, but I have a doubt they'll be able to find any more than this. Just continuing to press forward, continuing to take fights, continuing to lose them out at this stage here. Eventually the kill will come through for HS that will kick things off. And then Nordavind's bonus round buy, of course, they had all 5 players alive, so no need to invest into the Mac 10s, upgrade the Mac 10s, I should say, just yet. 7 HP. Tagged heavy in this one. Tries to face in. Supra's going to bail out mirbit, so good effort.
They try and retake in. Gnøffe's going to have a really tough hold. Finally, his teammate starts backing him up the best they can. Flashes in over the top. Entry galore just in for the T side. Vigo really struggling too. And sloppiness when it comes to the spray showed all over there from the CTs.
Macton and Supra managing to get 2 kills out of this round and a full gun round and all. HS. Oh, he's seen Void. Oh, come on, mate. You know you want it.
Oh, yeah. Now we're talking. At all, a little bit of early damage coming down to mertz. Double HE, down to 50 now. Oh, supra gets a pick of B, though.
AWP picked up over the dead opposition. He'll try and take a fight. Does actually not tag onto Gnøffe. M4 round, Void does get a kill on TENZKI, Gnøffe out in the open, sprays through, catches that one frag, HS there with the trade, and Vigo desperate to find a trade to respond, but mertz gets his kill in. They're so low across the T-side board, it's still very winnable here for Void and Vesta, but obviously Void's got the AWP and he's got to land a direct shot, doesn't matter what the HP numbers are. Bomb plant will be secured, they've accounted for the backstab of Vesta's part. AWP trying to go for a very cheeky play, it doesn't work out well for him, he does find that pick in the end, but past the smoke, mertz is waiting and watching with a pistol out, the shot standing in close. And nothing coming through from Void at this stage. Eventually gets flanked. Eventually the round goes the way. And Nordavind in, trying to look up towards the side scaffolding as the CT try and press forward. What an adjustment. He read that like a book. Altekz still yet to frag in this one. His best chance was right there, and supra gets away with 84 points of HP. A kill found. They'll start making their way forward. Hearing the footsteps, giving information when he gets his 2K. Here's a third player as well. Supra finally gets overwhelmed, but Gnøffe's down to 12 points of health. Supra's done mass amount of damage already in this round.
Yeah, this round's done. This is over.
Void trying to look over, trying to look on. Shot rings out. They know exactly where he is, and HS swings back with a headshot. That should have been an AWP kill right there, but nope, torn apart for what will be an 8-0 half for Nordavind. And I had given Astralis the benefit of the doubt here, but now that benefit of the doubt is it time to write it off, or what's the situation? Well, yeah, write it off before Altekz immediately in. Vigo could catch off supra and double up of his own right, so maybe HS will get tagged up pretty hard and further incendiaries drive the CTs away. HS is still looking at a very long-term game plan here in the post plant. Vigo seeing one, does catch TENZKI, okay, 3 versus 2. AWP forced to adjust, HS will find Gnøffe, but the AWP still lands his shot, and he's burning alive to nothing. Vigo gets that kill in the end, but now got to get to the site and get the defuse, and while HS knows it, just going to wait for him to the throat to clear, get the frag and the round for 10-0 for Nordavind. Let's wait for 0016. You definitely would never heard of that one at this stage. Void. killed off at the start. Gnøffe also falling down at TENZKI. 2 easy picks to find. HS at least falls back in trade to Vesta's SMG. Altekz trying to find his own SMG pick here in the mid control. Already TENZKI's watching it though. I imagine this won't be the easiest affair for him. Will he press the issue? Will he try to look for the AWP? Do you think TENZKI might not be around? Well, that's his 11th. 1 player left in Vigo.
Yeah, it's just getting worse and worse, unfortunately, here for Astralis Talent. Nordavind just playing with them. TENZKI just gets 2 crackers of a shot out from mid, and then they just wait for over-aggression, play out towards the B site. Vigo does find that first kill, but he's already tagged up so heavily. 16 HP to win a further 1 versus 3. Players all around. Might be able to drop the bomb, perhaps, but there's even 2 players out from mid.
And I mean, again, if there's a consolation for Astralis, there is still...
Do you want another fun fact, Jay?
Go for it.
I believe the lowest rating ever on a player on HLTV. Thing is, if you do go 0-17, you've got to win a round. So you've got to get some rounds up for Astralis Talent. So maybe that's what the CT...
To respond to that, smokes down. Back at Plat, is he going to swing aggressive? Yes, he will. He still doesn't land his shot, and TENZKI finds the trade. Vigo forced away. Does make it a 3 versus 3 in the midst of the smoke, however. So, trades are on. Void with the AWP, trying to see if he can get boosted up. And as Vesta falls, it'll be only left towards these 2 players. They've lined up. They found that frag, and mertz knows exactly where Void is.
The regional Swiss stage, probably banning out Vertigo. It's got to be the thing that's kind of on the back of their mind. Just not really wanting to play this map at all. Another kill out towards the B stairs, and it's just a flash over the top, baiting in more over aggression. Another player coming down the B stairs. Ooh, that might actually be a decent timing here. No, not checking out towards the left hand side.
Joking.
How is this
You're
happening?
joking,
No
guys. Really? Oh my god. Ooh. That was... Vesta desperate, but no. Forced back by H.
He's gonna have to take this round all by himself. Double mollies out towards the sandbags, just making sure the area of the map is getting cleared out. Gets on top of default, can't find anything. More damage being done to the T side, but just not being converted into frags.
No. He's had enough, so...
That's a good one, I will give you that.
So I thought of the joke and now I've ruined it by laughing. Oh, dear.
Laughed at his own joke.
Any more, Twig?
Not for the moment. Oh, hang on. Still a 1-on-1 trade.
Altek's gonna kill! Altek's gonna kill! Oh my god, he broke it! He actually got his first!
There we go. That's a hindsight. That's a silver lining. They still lose the ramp control though. HS, another just sequence from him. 3 kills, and Altekz can be happy, but Astralis Talent can't be.
From us out, first responder doesn't quite get mertz. He's 22 HP, he just about bails out of dodge in time. Altekz with the AK, doesn't bail out his teammate. Does get his 2nd kill in this round. Altekz ace. He's going to hear them rotating back towards the B site, so he's also going to make his way over there the same. 1 player is already on the site. Let's see if Altekz can find his formation. Molotov in, wrapping over. No, TENZKI catches 15-0 at the half match that has ever had that kind of result. Now, faking in the nades at least. It does a minimal amount of damage, but mirbit still gets that kill in. Wrap over towards the back lines of the site. mertz comes in with a kill on Gnøffe. 1 HP for Vesta as well. He's very, very heavily tagged up, and he will get the plant in at the end of the day. But 5 versus 3 retake, this is still going to be so difficult for Astralis.
Yeah, still a couple of flashes to come in over the top. Vesta down low. Glock might be able to at least try and hold their ground. Vigo and Vesta working together, and now it's all down to Altekz to see what he can do. Up towards the ramp position, they see where he is. They're all swinging out together. They're already onto the bomb. He finds that first kill, but not quite this follow-up. 16-08.